everyone, we're going to take a look at the application TayasuiSketches today. This is an app that you have available on iPads and also on your MacBook. It's available for you in your self-service on your MacBook. It looks like this. It looks like a little pen in your self-service. And we're going to take a look first at the drawing and paint brushes that you have here on your left-hand side, the tools, and also some of the color palette you have here on the right-hand side. First off, if you want to get rid of those so you have a clear space to draw or to create, just push your tab key on your MacBook and those will go away for you. And if you want them to come back, push your tab key again and they'll come back for you. So let's play around first with some of the paint brushes and the drawing tools that we have here on our left-hand side. Just start kind of pushing them and playing around. If I tap on my first one here, I have a nice kind of airbrush available here for me. And if I want to change the opacity or the size of that brush, just push your control key and you'll have some kind of room to play with it. If I want a little bit more opaque brush, or if I want a little bit larger size of that brush, I can play with it a little bit and it will make it a little bit more opaque or less opaque. And I can push the next one here. I'm just kind of making some clouds in the sky. You can see that that's a different type of brush that I have there. And I'm just kind of going down the line, but look at this. This is a little bit more like of a marker pen. Looks kind of nice. I might use that to fill in some of my clouds that I have here. And again, if I push that control key, I can make it a little bit less of an opacity there, or I can make it a larger size of a kind of a marker pen if I want to. You can see that the size of that brush just kind of changed there. Now I have some more paint type tools here. And these look a little bit different. That's kind of a nice one for signing my name if I want to. This is more of sort of an oil pastel. I'm going to use that to draw a tree trunk here. I'm going to change to a brown. See what this one looks like. You can see that's a much different type of a brush that I have there. Let's try my tree here. Again, I might want to change the opacity, make it a little bit less opaque. See what this looks like. Very nice. Let's play with this next one a little bit. See what it looks like for filling in my tree. Again, you might want a little bit larger brush if you're trying to color something in, right? So this is real nice for any age students. Even your middle schooler and high schoolers might get into the creativity that's available in this app, and they can use a stylus on their trackpad on their MacBook, or they can just use their finger on their I'm just using my finger right now, and it's working really nicely. Let's take a look at our next brush here. I'm going to go with my tree trunk here and see what it looks like. You can see how large my brush is here, and so I can tell already that I want to make that smaller. So I'm going to make it as small as I can. This might not be the right brush to fill in my tree trunk with, but see how small it got? And I can probably use it to spray paint in my tree trunk there. Or to watercolor. That looks more like a watercolor, huh? That looks like a watercolor for my tree trunk. Let's take a look at my next one here, see if we can draw. That's my spray paint brush there. So maybe I'll use this brush to draw another tree trunk here. And then I'll use this one to spray it in, but take a look at how big that one is. So I'm going to make it as small as I can to spray paint that one in. Kids will like the spray paint one, of course. And here's an ink pen. Let's see what that looks like for another tree. That's a nice one, huh? And maybe I'll spray paint that tree in, huh? That looks kind of nice. This one is real nice. This one makes shapes for you. So if I wanted to make, I don't know, maybe I'll make a nice heart over here to sign my name inside of. And that will fill it in nicely for me there. If I didn't like it, I could erase it, of course. That would be an eraser tool. This is a nice kind of smudging tool if I wanted to sort of smudge the edges of something that I had drawn. Another nice tool I have here is a ruler. If I choose my ruler and then I choose the pen that I wanted to draw a straight line with, it would draw me some straight lines all the way up the side of my work. Maybe I'm going to frame my work here. Because I'm framing in red, huh? And let's see, what should I sign my name with here? Oh, I still have my ruler chosen. I'm not going to choose my ruler. So if I want to, I have a Command Z option, as I do with all my tools here. I'm going to sign it in blue, purple. How about purple? I'm going to make my brush a little bit smaller there for a signature. It's a nice kind of marker pen. This one I might want a stylus for, right? My trackpad's not going so hot for my name. And there I go. So you can tell too I have a nice watercolor paper chosen behind here. There's different types of paper that I can choose. But Sketch is a real nice app for your students to be able to use their creativity. If I go up here to File, I can export this in a lot of different formats. I'm going to export it as a picture file, as a PNG. And I can just take it right onto my desktop if I want to, so that I can easily find it. And I'm going to save it. And then I can import it into my Pages book that I'm creating, or to any other type of file that I'm working on right now in my classroom. So I hope you guys like using Sketches for your classroom, and your students can be real creative with it.